the Not Garage, has got to go.
And then it's going to be time to knock it all down. And I'm going to be sad about that.
Ever since we returned from Zimbabwe, life on our farm in northern Portugal hasn't exactly gone to plan.
Some of you are really perceptive. You watch very carefully. You can pick up sometimes when we're feeling happy or when we're feeling sad or when we're trying really hard to feel happy and we're actually feeling a bit, under the weather.
Our stone house build has slowed right down because before we can move forward, the entire exterior has to be finished first. The good news is...
It's so trendy right now.
Yeah, that. And we're finally getting close to fitting our first windows. But behind the scenes, we're also under pressure to comply with Portugal's building regulations. And that means we now have no choice but to knock down what we call the Not Garage. Only today, things take a completely unexpected turn because instead, we end up tackling a project that could make this farm's land self-sufficient for years to come.
Okay, here we go. We've got stone coming down the hill by the looks of things. This is good news. So everybody, just so you know, because I know people are interested in this kind of stuff, that lorry, excluding delivery and VAT, the stones in that lorry have cost us exactly...
The one that we got
400 euros.
480. 480.
20% on that, then that's
Yeah,
VAT,
yeah.
so 550 euros for a truck of stones.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And delivery's about, what was it, 80 euros?
70 euros an hour.
70 euros an hour, yeah, okay, so it's going to be a couple of hours, 140, 150 quid.
Is this our last ever delivery of stone?
No, we got one more coming after that. There's 22 square meters in there.
Cubic meters.
No, square meters, 12 cubic meters. Okay, so these stones have not been hand-picked, so to speak. You remember the first time we went, Marcus was hand-picking all of the stones to make sure we were getting the right shape and the right size stone. Well, these ones have just basically been scooped up with a big digger and chucked in the truck. Yeah. What? It smells like Mario, yeah, it does. And that smell, my boy, is a smell that you probably won't smell much of in the future. It's called diesel, and in the future nobody will smell that. Hopefully what we've scooped up is good enough to complete the wall that we've got right there.
It would appear we have a bit of a problem. I can only pick up parts of the conversation, but it sounds like the guys are telling John that our neighbours, who've always been super chilled about us using a special access road that they've got to get big trucks down here, I think one of the neighbours has said no more. You cannot bring any more trucks through our property, which will be a big problem for us if that is the case. Obviously, they're very entitled to change their minds and very entitled to say yes or no about us bringing trucks through their property. But without having that access, we would not have been able to build this house because big trucks simply cannot get down our access road without being able to basically take a shortcut across one of their vineyards. And it doesn't, it's on a road. It's not kind of causing any damage at all. Anyway, John's just gone up with the boys to try and have a conversation and see if we can work out what's going on, if there's anything that we can rectify to make everybody happy, and hopefully continue to use the access onto the farm. Otherwise, the second truck of stones is going to be a little bit complicated. I also think we're about 3 minutes away from it starting to rain. So I hope they get these stones off quick so I don't have to stand here in the rain filming it. Let's see how we go. Right, the raindrops are getting fatter, but the truck is starting to maneuver. Fingers crossed the conversations that John is having are going well. I don't think we've ever had this truck come down before. Okay, that's not where I thought they were going to dump it, but they've decided to go sideways and dump it here. looked like they were going to go a bit closer over there, but sorry about the wind, everybody. I forgot to get my mic on. Here we go. Oh, the boys are missing it. Oh, holy cow.
For nearly 2 years now, stone has shaped almost every part of this journey. From the very first excavations to the terraces, retaining walls, arches, windows and surrounds, and now finally the house itself. It's hard to even imagine how many tons of granite have passed through this farm.
That is a lot of rocks.
And truthfully, there were moments where we wondered, would it ever end? Wow. But standing here today, this delivery feels different because while there's still work ahead of us, this is likely one of the very last major stone deliveries for this project, which honestly feels a little surreal. There are still a few important pieces left to build, of course. A couple more walls, a gate post, and a feature we've dreamed about for a very long time, a huge stone fireplace inside the house. And thankfully, all of that will continue under the guiding hands of Marcus, whose craftsmanship has become part of the soul of this place. But this chapter, the endless deliveries, the piles of stone, the shaping, the moving, lifting and rebuilding, it finally feels like we're nearing the end of it. And after everything this stone has put us through, that's quite an emotional thing to say out loud.
Marcus is just trying to wedge that last one off the side of the truck so that it can tumble and join the rest.
Do you know what? We've got such a big space that we need to keep an eye on. Having a network of sophisticated Reolink cameras all over the farm gives me massive peace of mind. This is my newest Reolink camera, the solar floodlight, and I've put it here because it's perfect to illuminate this whole area. It's also got something that most of the other cameras that we've got on the farm doesn't have, which is a fixed solar panel right on top of it, which is perfect for this exact location. I love technology, which is one of the reasons why I love Reolink. They're always pushing boundaries, and one way they're doing that is by allowing you to choose what kind of light you give to different scenarios. So for example, you can tell this camera, my car looks like this, I look like that, and when I come down the drive, please greet me with a warm, gentle glow. But if Bob from around the corner that I don't like with the big dog comes down the driveway barking at me, flash him real bright lights so he'll run away, turn around and run away. It's also capturing a whole bunch of activity all around here all day long while the guys crack on with the house. One of the things I did worry about when I was installing it, because it's quite high up here and quite far away from over there, was whether or not it would pick up objects or movement far away. From the olive tree, for example, to the camera is about 20 meters. That's pretty far away. So I was testing it out and it worked perfectly well. Immediately, in fact. So with its attached solar panel, it's a fully functioning wireless system. As always, I'm going to put the link in the description below to make sure that you've got access to this camera and of course the Reolink ecosystem. Their website is truly fascinating. Click on that link, have a look around. You never know, you might find something you like the look of.
Feels like it's been a really long time since we had a massive tumble of stones onto our driveway. Because it has been a while, you know. We finished getting the stone for the exterior of the house and putting it into place at the end of last year. Do you remember that massive one where they had to bring the stone in those huge blocks because the machine to cut them at the quarry was broken, so we had to cut them here? Gosh, we've been through phases of this build, you know. We had that huge compressor here, that for like days and weeks, and it's just so noisy. We've had a really quiet couple of weeks because basically the only thing that's been happening is Daniel's been fixing the roof and Marcus has been pointing the stones. But it is what it is. We're managing and we're dealing with it. I just see John coming back now, having chatted to the neighbours, so fingers crossed that's all sorted out. And here we are. We have got the stone we need. Agostinho will be here on Wednesday. Today's Monday. He's going to be here building the wall with Marcus. So yeah, it's all systems go as usual. Oh, John has a big smile on his face as well, so that's also good news. Thank you so much, Francisco, if you're watching.
Yeah, that's totally sorted. So our neighbour, who is a genuinely top dude, Dabon.
Can you play now?
Yeah.
Ah,
What?
you need to pay for transport.
Yeah, I've got to get some bucks. Francisco is a dude, you know, he's a top dude, and we see him quite a lot during the summer times. He's a farmer. He was just very worried about animals running free on his land and the lorries coming through his land without asking or giving him sort of prior notification. Totally fair enough. We've got to let him know so that he can put anything away that might be in the way.
Yeah.
So
This is the first lorry of the year, isn't it? We
Yeah,
haven't
it is
had
the
a big
first.
one this year,
Yeah,
so totally understandable.
it's
So,
like, okay,
Francisco,
well,
if you're watching,
cheers, dude.
thanks, man.
We really
Muito
appreciate it.
obrigada.
Yeah, we couldn't do any of this without the kindness of any of our neighbours, to be honest.
It's
So,
true. It's
very
true.
Right,
Right, you need to get some bucks.
We've been hard at work this weekend clearing out the veg beds. They had been a little bit taken over by weeds and grass while we've been away, and I have, as you will know, been struggling with a back injury, so I haven't had a chance to get in here to be able to clean it out. But slowly but surely we have got there. The beds are all clean. My plan today is to come in here with a strimmer, strim back between the beds. I'm pondering getting another delivery of wood chips to do the paths again. It needs a whole lot of TLC, but we're going to get a few bits and bobs in. I'd like to do a crop of onions. I've got some garlic that sprouted in my kitchen that I thought I would put in just to see what happens. We'll do some lettuces, maybe some tomatoes, some spinach, things like that. It's just a place to come and have a bit of joy, a bit of fun, and for the boys, more importantly, to keep learning about growing their own food.
What, a bean?
A bean?
Yeah, this!
Oh my goodness, you found a fabash. We got 3 little fabash plants that grew from seeds from last year, beans from last year. Yay! Yum! Well done, boys. Your bicycle. Right, we got lots to do before we can plant those. We need to get a rake. We need to put compost. They're in here. They are in here. Okay. And strawberries, of course.
And potatoes too.
And potatoes. And we got some batata dos, didn't we? Well done. Some compost in and mix it. Dad's here. Hi, Dad.
Hello, everybody.
How we
And yeah, good.
Dad, what happened if we wait these things down with the weight? You know a long time ago we put compost in the hole?
Yeah.
Put compost in here.
Is there? There's still compost in there. Well, that's good news. That's great to get that out. So, yeah, sweetie, that's a really big hole. What's your plan?
Dig that thing up.
Okay, but you dig next to it. Dig under it, not next to it. Can you dig under it?
Okay.
That's better. That's a good hole, though. We do have one tiny little self-seeded, it's either a parsley or a coriander, 2 of them, that Sawyer and I have been looking after for the last few days. So we're going to have to try and rake around them, otherwise I think there'll be some heartbreak. Yeah, so we're just going to stick some stuff in the ground and see how it goes. Have a bit of fun with it. Try not to overthink it, which I tend to do in this vegetable garden. You know, this has been a real kind of sometimes winning, most of the time not kind of project for me. And I just want to have fun with it. So let's just, you know, put some stuff in the ground and have fun growing things. Most important to me with all of this is that these boys continue to learn about where their food comes from, how to grow it, what that looks like, the responsibility that that brings. You know, they're very excited now. We get to plant strawberries and watermelons, but if you don't look after them, they're not going to give you strawberries and watermelons, you know. So it'll give me and the boys a really nice bit of purpose in the mornings, come out, do the veggies. So yeah, I'm excited. Tell you what, ladies, all you need in life is a knight in strimming armour.
Now. Look, one day, baby potato.
Yes! Let's get this place under control! What's happened, love?
This is the very end of the worst brush cutter I've ever owned. It's never once been an easy one to start, and it's always been giving me some problems. Just like the chainsaw, we bought them at the same time.
We're never going to use it again. Mum?
No, my boy, you're way too big for that wheelbarrow now. Oh man, how have you got so big? Oh, it's going to fall. Okay, here, you film. Oops! Right, don't film your feet. What are you filming? Oh, the wheelbarrow. Right, that's it. Good job. Right, let's go. No one wants to watch your feet. Right, so make some space. Film your brother. Right, who's filming?
Me.
Got it? What are you going to film? Mind your fingers. Mind your fingers. Right, first job, boys, is get rid of all of those stones, all right?
A poo-poo.
I'm sure when Joelle used to do this, they didn't weigh as much. He got it, just as the rain comes down. Oh my gosh, this is the most chaotic vegetable garden cleanup ever. Just in time for the rain.
Yeah, I'm going to use it because it's up.
Because it's on.
It's on.
Oh, it sounds like it might give up. Right, I'll keep getting the stones in. Sod the rain, everybody. Needs must. If I can get this clean, then John can strum. Yeah, this the boys did. They were building a house when they were playing Marcus. So, yeah, what can you do, eh?
If my life is like a garden, I've been pulling weeds for years. Some more stubborn and interwoven, but I'm finally seeing some things a little more clear. Sometimes I feel like a failure, 'cause I planted all these seeds, but like a wash pot never boils. I wait but don't see any green. But then suddenly seasons change, the world keeps turning. Ooh, isn't that the joy of living?
I have my own melons here.
You can have your own melons here. You can.
And my own strawberry.
And your own
And
morango.
my own potato.
So we have got some strawberries.
Where's the shovel? I need a shovel.
We need a trowel, I think. Very happy strawberries. Strawberries need lots of sunshine and lots of compost. In here, we've got some lettuces, some parsley, cucumbers, and we've got some melancia, which is what?
Melon.
Watermelon. Okay.
Melons here.
And then over here, we've got some basil and parsley. Coriander, sorry. And over here, we've got some tomatoes. And there should be some aubergines, some courgettes, and some sweet potatoes.
My bicycle just squished those a little bit, but they still can go.
Your bicycle squashed them, did it? You know how in parenting people say that every stage has got its own challenges, shall we say? It doesn't ever get easier, it just gets different, right? But the level of hard kind of stays the same. I think gardening with your children is exactly the same. We've been doing this with the boys since they were teeny tiny tots. Oh, bud.
Strawberries.
Are they strawberries?
Yeah.
Where are we putting them?
There.
Where?
Over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh!
and from pulling up plants, running off with seedlings, trampling seedlings, getting completely muddy, Obi causing chaos. It's just been a journey of different challenges, shall we say. Now we're at the point where everybody wants their own bed with all of their own vegetables, and Mum has to decide whether or not she just lets go and just, you know, all the melons don't have to be in the same bed. They can just be all over the place. It doesn't matter. Or if we get pedantic about it and upset. Give me a minute and I'll get back to you with what we're going to decide.
Let's start now.
Let's do it. This is a trend, isn't it? They call it chaos gardening. That's what it is, isn't it? I'm so trendy right now. We're going to go for it, folks. We're going to go with chaos gardening. We're just going to put anything, anywhere that anyone feels like putting there. And see how we go. Because why not?
Mom, this way. Mommy, that's deep enough.
We'll just fill it up again. That's looking great, love, isn't it? It looks beautiful there. Look how that attention.
Muito mais. Yeah, see. Gosh, a lot of people also have been asking why are we not pressure washing, sandblasting afterwards.
Yeah, because the stones aren't dirty. It's a good question. I don't know the answer.
So my understanding of that whole process is the sandblasting will just take that roughness away and smooth out the stones a little bit, make them look more weathered faster, so it gives it a bit more of an antique feeling, which is what we were hoping for in the beginning. These slower moments on the build have really been quite nice, actually. We've been able to plan a little bit better, start talking to interior suppliers, tile suppliers, for example, bathroom, kitchen suppliers, stuff like that. Right, okay, I've got to do a solar panel, get those solar panels on the roof,
okay.
And crack on making sure that we've got off-grid water.
Well, yeah, because I've planted all these veggies now. They need to be watered.
Exactly.
Alrighty.
Let's do it.
So your plan is to put the shadow flux panels up and connect them to that big EcoFlow box?
Yeah, not the big one.
Okay.
But the box that's got, I think, one of our first power boxes, you know, the Delta.
Okay. The Delta Pro.
Delta
okay.
Pro.
I mentioned briefly yesterday how it's been a real adjustment for John and I the last couple of days, weeks, you know, just kind of being forced to slow down a little bit because the pace on the build is what it is. We have to just keep going with that pointing, and until that happens, nothing else can happen. And it has given us the space to come up here and get things done. You know, like John just said, it's given us the space to get this veggie garden under control. It's giving John the space to put these panels on the roof and organize the electrics and do all of that sort of thing. You know, when things are crazy on the build, or when we're doing something like we're going to do next, which is take down the knot garage, that is so all consuming, and it's incredible how quickly all of the other priorities fall to the bottom of the list and start getting out of control and feeling like, you know, you're not able to be everywhere that you need to be. So I hope you guys are enjoying it, because it will, you know, this kind of episode is probably quite different from what you're used to from us. You know, you're used to, I don't know, fast moving, loads going on. But do you know what? I said to John, I think in the world as it is right now, there is a lot to be said for peace and calm and tranquility every now and then to give us all a bit of a mental break from the chaos. So take this as your mental break, folks, and I would love to hear if you enjoy this kind of content. Let us know in the comments below the video, and while you're down there in the comments, please make sure you're subscribed. We would love to have you as part of our little community, and yeah, we'll see where the afternoon takes us. This is what a day of pottering and ticking things off the list looks like here on our home in Portugal.
Right, later on in the day, I'm sure we'll be rewarded a little bit with a little bit more sun on those panels. Like I say, the sun comes round. There's a big, nice gap there between them. But at the moment, one of the panels is pretty much, well, if it was an old-fashioned panel, would be pretty much out of play. But those shadow flux panels, like I say, they do still produce. So I'm pretty excited to see the rewards that we're going to get from that. All right, okay, so there's the box. Look. That's the box that I'm using at the moment. Okay, here's the cable. There we go. Well, let's just turn that around now. Like this. What have we got? 338, 337. That's super good, isn't it? Quick sticks, it goes up. You can hear the box is working. So for me, it's really important that we've got a lot of energy going onto that box. It's a big box, and it, you know, it's one of the bigger boxes that we've ever tested, but it really needs to perform, and it needs to take as much energy from there as possible, because that pump down at the biopool, which this whole system is being set up for, is a real energy suck. It wants that energy, and it needs that power. And I've also got to get down to the biopool and plug everything in and see whether it actually still works with a solar powered generator. And if it does, all of our water for the entire farm and all of our energy, all of the energy it takes to push that water to different parts of the farm is completely free. If we had no electricity, we would still be able to water our lawn. The water comes from the side of the mountain and the energy from the sun. And I absolutely love it that way. All right, it's time to go for a quick walk. I think it's that time of day.
All right, before we get to the very end of the walk, loads of people are asking us when are we going back to Zim. The honest answer is we just don't know right now. The world is a very uncertain place, especially when it comes to air travel. So TBC.
We have no flights booked.
We have no flights booked. For the moment, we are in Portugal for the foreseeable future, and we'll keep you guys posted as soon as we know when we're heading back. And the other question is, do we have any travel plans? Well, funny you should ask, because tomorrow we are actually off to film a couple of episodes for the Newbys Explore, our travel channel, and we're going to Turkey. I've never been, the boys have never been, John hasn't been for years. We're just going to have a few days in Istanbul, and I cannot wait. So make sure you're subscribed to Newbys Explore. I'll pop a QR code on the screen for you here so you can scan it. It'll take you over, subscribe, and that first episode will be going live on Friday. All right, thanks guys.
Okay, so what's the next step? The next step really is that we want to do some wiring so that we can be able to start using the off-grid water system around the farm. The sprinklers, the hose pipes, that kind of stuff. Are you pulling?
Okay. Oh, that's heavy.
Is it heavy, is it?
Is catch and goddess?
Yeah. Yeah. What's that? Yeah.
How are we doing down here, guys? Are we winning?
Well, we're about to find out.
Okay, well,
The boys have been very helpful as always.
that's good. Well done, boys. It's a bit chilly, isn't it, sweetie?
In there. It's not.
Needs another clean, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. Look at it.
So what's the test? Switch on the tap.
Well, just go and plug it in and switch on the tap.
Okay.
All right, and we'll sort those wires and everything out a little bit later. But today, we just need to know whether it works. There we go. All right, plugging in. There we go. We are ready.
Now what?
Go turn on the tap.
Okay.
Oh, that burns. Look at that.
I think the tap by the chicken coop is on. That's why. I can hear it.
Oh, let's go turn it off. Tapped on, tapped on, tapped on. Quick, turn it off, quick, turn it off. Okay, so we're running at 1,000. That's 1,000 watts when it's on.
The ultimate test, my love.
Yeah, this is the big test because these sprinklers basically, they all turn on all at once and they require every piece of energy. It's not just one tap, I think it's about 10, and it requires every piece of energy that we've got from that pump. Are you ready, Sawyer?
Yep.
You're going to go turn on the lawnmower, turn on the sprinklers?
Yep.
Let's do it. Do you know how?
Yeah.
Let's see whether it works. Ready? Is it going to work? It's taking a while, isn't it?
Yay!
Can I go play with Megan? Can I play
Yeah.
with
Why don't you go and get your
Can
brother?
you play with sprinklers? Yeah, go get Crusoe and come play with sprinklers.
Oh, yeah.
You did it, love. You did it. High five to that.
Proper off-grid system. Proper off-grid.
You did it. You moved it. And on that note, we should probably wrap up and say goodbye. And in the next episode, guys, make sure you're subscribed because it's goodbye to the Not Garage. Mario is going to be here with his and he's going to be
coming through that system.
he's going to be knocking down the Not Garage, and you might have some things you need to fix. So
Just tweaking. We just got to tweak a few things here and there. All get
good. Well done, Dom. It's a good job. Well done. Thanks, guys, for spending your time with us. We'll see you all next time.
Thank you.
Ciao for now.
Okay, there's the problem.